Hello, my name is KMcKeever and today I'm going to talk to you about concussion in sport. Concussion in sport is quite a big problem. Basically, a concussion is when it occurs when a violent blow to the head causes the brain to slam against the skull beyond the ability of the fluid to cushion the impact. This is very much a very big problem in sport because with the high contact sports this happens a lot and can be seen every week possibly in top leagues and lower leagues. Why I chose to do this project is because I play rugby and I see this a lot, and lucky enough for me I've never really gotten a bad blow to the head, and the importance of this is that the bigger the men are getting these days, and as the headlines are showing, size and power means the bigger the men, the bigger the heads, which means the bigger the possible concussion, the bigger the problem it's going to get for the sport. So as this is a crisis, as you can see here in front of you, Brian O'Driscoll here on the ground in an international after getting a bad blow to the head, and Gordon Darcy there holding his head. He is no stranger to concussion, and why it is a problem is that it's causing long-term effects in players, and it can be really bad for the later health, and in certain circumstances have to retire early. So the aim of my actual dissertation is to research into the problem that concussion is doing to rugby and the NFL and see what they are doing to stop it or make it more safe. I'm going to compare the media's coverage between major incidents in sport. So example of being Brian O'Driscoll when he gets a bad knock to the head, and how the newspapers will look at this. How I'm going to achieve this is gaining an understanding through literature and how the news articles show it. I also want to conduct a media analysis of the newspapers between the European and US papers of how bad concussion is. I also want to conduct structured interviews with relevant officials and players of the sports and see their opinions of it and see how we can make it better. For the literature review, I have been looking up just basic concussion, and I'm coming up with concussion sport conference reports. There's 4 of them and over 4 different years, and I want to read into them and see how the opinions have changed and how bad it is. As regards books, there was tons of different books. There's different kind of ones from America and Europe, and they're both different experts' views on how concussion is and how it's bad. So the methodology into how I'll be doing my dissertation, I will be having structured interviews with officials. So I want to talk to physios, referees and players of the game. Media analysis of looking at the papers, of course, and then social research, which would be talking to individuals and looking into the literature, which I've mentioned already. The ethics of this dissertation, I'm not really going to be having much problems, but I'll be dealing with professionals in a professional environment, so they might want to let out their private information. So as regards statistics on injuries from the Referees Association, I'll be looking into, they mightn't want to give me that information. Other than that, I have no real problems, which is great. So to conclude, I am looking forward to getting started into this dissertation. It's very high interest to me, and basically it's a great sport, but I don't want to see it damaged with concussion. I want to gain a huge understanding of how bad concussion is in this sport, and I can't wait to gain the knowledge and talk to some professionals and know my stuff, basically. Thank you.